At this time, I would like to introduce Amy Cannon, who is the CEO of EndyMed. Right here.
Good morning. Thank you, bright and early, especially for LA. So we want to thank you so much for joining us today. And I just want to start out with a little bit fun. So this would really help us, so please be honest. How many of you, before the invite, have you heard of EndyMed? That was good. Yeah. Does anybody know TV? Just the doctor. And the last one, intensive. Okay, so that's why we're actually here this morning, so we can teach you about this. So you have some idea, EndyMed is a company founded in 2007. It's an Israeli technology company. Actually, that's where I joined the company. So I've been there since the beginning. We have two founders. One who's a practicing dermatologist. The second is a semiconductor engineer. They wanted to come up with medical aesthetic technology that has minimal pain, minimal downtime, and works. And I think that's basically what customers today, patients, they want. So they, at this point, we develop and we manufacture medical aesthetic equipment. It's on the market and it's been on the market. LA is a great market for us. We probably have the top practices here, but it's very important for us to share with all of you, media influencers, exactly what we do. So that's why we thought today we have a special breakfast just to focus on what you need to learn from us. So Paul Ionelli, who's our VP of Sales, he's going to take over the program from now. And please feel free to ask any questions at any time. Thank you.
Hello, everybody. Good morning. Thank you for joining us today. As Amy mentioned, we have an interesting program today, a lovely breakfast, and information sharing. We just go over a little bit about how this is going to flow. We have a short presentation today, just to introduce you to the technology, help you understand what it is we do, and how it fits into the marketplace, what patients are looking for. And then we're going to have an open conversation with our panel, where you can ask questions about what your readers are interested in, or what your viewers are looking for in the latest and greatest treatments, non-invasive treatments. And our panel can help you understand what their experience has been with the technology. So at this point, I'm honored to introduce to you our esteemed panel of EndyMed providers. First, our EndyMed luminary doctor and medical director of Newport Dermatology and Laser Associates, Dr. Dora Gilbert. Dr. Gilbert has served as Chief of Dermatology at Hope Medical Center in Newport Beach for 12 years, and is a Lieutenant Colonel in the U.S. Army Medical Corps Reserve and served in Afghanistan in 2011. So that's Dr. Gilbert. Then we have Dr. Lisa Chips. Dr. Lisa Chips is a board-certified dermatologist and cosmetic surgeon at Moy Fincher Chips Facial Plastics and Dermatology. Dr. Chips has been providing EndyMed treatments at their Beverly Hills office for some time now, and we're very fortunate to have her join us this morning, and look forward to her input. So we had a little change of panel this morning, kind of a last-minute change. Dr. Bakshanda was not able to join us this morning from Cape Somerville, but we are fortunate that in her place, Melissa Halusine is joining us, and she's graciously agreed to be here. Interestingly enough, Melissa used to be at Cape Somerville. She introduced the technology into Cape Somerville, but has subsequently gone on to be the founder and director of Skin Thesis. She is an avid EndyMed user and provider, and we are fortunate to have her join us this morning as well. So thank you so much for the last minute coming to join us. So although not here, Cape Somerville Group has graciously given us some samples for your goodie bags, so enjoy that as well. So at this point, going to introduce Dr. Gilbert to come up and kind of give you a quick overview of some of the techniques.
Thank you very much. Well, it's a pleasure to be here. I'm usually speaking to a crowd of physicians because that's what I speak all over the country on lasers and other devices. And so this is a nice opportunity to connect with folks that aren't necessarily doing the procedures but are interested in getting the word out to their clientele about what we do. I've been in practice since 1979 in Newport Beach, and I started out as just a regular old dermatologist, squeezing zits and shaving rolls off of people. But then something magic happened in the 90s, and lasers came out. And I embraced it immediately, and I've been in the laser business for over 20 years. And we've done over 35,000 laser procedures in my office. And those of you that are familiar with photofacial or IPL, we do over 100 cases a month. And we just love what we do. It's just a lot of fun. It's safe, and the patients are happy with results. This new technology that's coming along is going to rival laser in many different areas of cosmetic treatment. And when I look at new technology, there are 4 things that I'm really looking for. The first 3 are extremely important. The first one is, does it work? Because you all know that there are new procedures coming out all the time, and new machines and devices, and it's all hype. And they really never pan out to be what they said. It's shaking their head. It's too much. So, first thing I look at, does it work? Second thing I look at, which is equally important, is it safe? Okay, to me, that's critical. I'm not going to bring any technology into my practice where there's a significant chance that patients have this problem. And number 3, is it delegatable? Can I turn it over to my RNs to do the treatment? Because my time is better spent doing consultations than spending an hour doing the treatment. So if it fits those 3, then I'm going to seriously look at it. The fourth one is there peer review literature? Because salespeople can come into your office and they can claim whatever they want, but if there's no peer review literature, how do you trust it? So those are the things that I look for when I purchase new equipment. And what's so nice about the EndyMed technology is it fits all 4 of those criteria. And it's something that we've embraced. I started with monopolar. You've all heard thermage, right? Or tissue tightening. That's monopolar. And so we started with that very painful procedure to do. Results, maybe 50% of the people get an excellent result. And so I tell everybody before they sign up for it, you may spend $1,500 or $2,500 and not see much of a result. So think about that. Just don't blindly go into something like this. And I told a story last night, but I had a lady in my office one day, and she was struggling with, do I do thermage and spend $1,500, or do I retile my bathroom? I said, ma'am, retile your bathroom. So I'm very honest with people. I probably talk half the people that I see every day out of a procedure because I don't think it's appropriate. I don't do big lips. I don't do things that when you walk into a restaurant, people are going to point at you. Okay, so, but that's very important to me, to be honest with people, because I give a talk on body dysmorphic disease at a lot of conventions, and my first slide is the Hippocratic Oath. And we all took that, and we need to stick with it.
Which is what?
Do no harm.
I see.
Do
I
no
love that.
harm. Do what you're supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
So we have the monopolar, we have bipolar, which is just 2 electrodes. And so the problem with that is that it stays very superficial because it just goes from one electrode to another. And multipolar still is superficial. And now we have something that's different. It is multi-source, meaning we have 6 generators, which is very important. And we have multiple electrodes on the skin. So we're going to get not only superficial, but we're going to get deep. And I think we have a photo of that to show you. And then what's really exciting now is this new fractional needle. Okay? And the reason why I say that is because up until now, if someone with darker skin type came into your practice with acne scarring or poor texture, you couldn't do anything for them because you can't use laser light on darker skinned people. Why? Because when the light flashes out of the device, it has to be absorbed by something. And if it's pigment and they have too much pigment, what are you going to do? You're going to burn them. Okay? So I had to turn those people away. I don't have to turn those people away.
So when you say superficial, you're talking about just the surface layer of the skin, correct? And then deep means subsurface,
And you'll
actual
see that,
tissues
right,
and things like that.
into the
Okay.
dermis and stuff.
Gotcha.
You'll see that, yeah. So this is monopolar technology, like thermage, where the light comes in, there's a grounding pad somewhere on the patient's back, and it just goes through the body, okay? And it does occasionally work, but it's very painful. This is the bipolar that I mentioned earlier, where it just goes from one electrode to another, but it's very superficial and it's painful. And then you have the multipolar technology. It's still very superficial. And now we have the 3D technology from EndyMed, where you've got that you can see how much deeper. It goes 6 millimeters into the skin. I mean, that's pretty deep. And so you're gonna get a much better result. The other nice thing about it is painless. It is practically painless. Every once in a while someone will feel it, but it's we don't even use numbing cream with this treatment. So we don't lose patients because, oh my God, I can't take pain or whatever, and it works really well. So it's totally safe, it's painless, the energy goes deep, and so we get some very nice skin tightening. With the RF microneedling, which I'm very excited about, because now I can treat acne scarring. And actually, this has now taken the place of my lasers in acne scarring. And for several reasons. One, it works, and it works really well. 2, there's only like a day of redness, or 2 at the most. Not if you see people have had CO2 or erbium laser, they can be red and scaly and crusty for a whole week. So they don't have to take a whole week off from their life. They can come in on a Thursday and do their treatment, and by Saturday, women put makeup on, go out for dinner, doesn't matter. So it's really nice. Now, with the RF microneedle, what distinguishes the EndyMed microneedle from other microneedles is that it's gold-plated. Now, why is that important? Well, with insulated, non-insulated needles, the energy is confined to really close to where the needle is. With the gold-plated, you have a wider distribution of that energy, so you're going to get much better results. Okay, so I think that that's something that we should all think about.
Sorry, and this is again with laser.
This is
Through
my
the